friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Winter. I'm so excited about this video. I have a really super special guest on my channel. Her name is Amanda Stitt. She is my really good friend, but she's also my sister-in-law. It really works out when you get along with your in-laws. It just works out really well. So I'm super happy that she's my husband's sister. And she is actually a mom of 3 biological children and also 3 foster children. So that's really cool. We have a lot in common. We have foster kids together, so that's cool. And she's going to tell us some really cool stuff today.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I have 3 biological children, and then I have 2 foster children that come to me when they were teenagers, so I didn't get to share all my love of children's literature with them as much, but they kind of, I think, listen to me read to the younger kids. And I'm also a first grade teacher, but I think if I wasn't a first grade teacher and I hadn't had biological children first, I wouldn't really know what to read if I had just got a foster placement. Yeah. So I kind of just went to the library as soon as I got to South Dakota to visit and grabbed books to read to my new niece and nephew because I just thought it would be super fun. So we were reading within the first hour, I think, after I got here.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like, my kids just literally sat down with Aunt Mandy and they just read books together and they just really enjoyed that. And I just wanted to make this video. It was actually just out of normal conversation. I was like, you know what would be really helpful is if you put together a list of authors, of some authors that I can go to the library and be tell the librarian I want these books, and they can just give them to me because I'm not a first grade teacher. I'm not really in that realm right now, because my kids are now, so I have to be. But yeah, so we're going to come up with 5 authors for you that you should read to your children. So here we go.
Alright, so just to give away just your kid picking out the newest Cinderella book or whatever,
yeah.
You know.
Because they're not even real stories, some of them. Because they're just trying to make money off of it.
Just not good literature.
Yeah.
So it's fun for kids to read whatever, but it's fun for you if you can find things that you really want to read to your child. So Dr. Seuss is the first author I would mention because everyone loves Dr. Seuss, but people mostly know about The Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham and One Fish, Two Fish. And so he has tons and tons of books. I don't know, he probably has 20 or 30 books. And a lot of them are not very well known. And so I grabbed some of those to read to our kids just because I wanted them to hear something they might not have heard. So I grabbed If I Ran the Zoo and What Pet Should I Get? And this one I just discovered this year. I just read it to my students because I want to read a new Dr. Seuss book on Dr. Seuss's birthday that I never read before. So there's tons of them, and they're so good because they're rhyming and sing-songy, which helps kids a lot, but they also, they're just really good for parents to read too because there's kind of a lot of psychology and life lessons.
Yeah, and they're so fun. I laugh so hard at some of the books, and our first grader is, well, he's old now. When he was a first grader, he's ESL, so Mandy told me to read some Dr. Seuss books to get him rhyming and getting him to articulate his words, and it's really helped him be a better English speaker because of these rhyming books that Dr. Seuss does, and they're really cute. We actually had a Green Eggs and Ham birthday party, which was really fun.
So. That's fun.
Yeah.
Another one that I love, and this is definitely, beginning readers and stuff so great, is the Bill Martin Jr. Eric Carle, Panda Bear, and Brown Bear, and then Polar Bear. There's 3 different ones. Yeah, they're very sing-songy. So I got Panda Bear, what do you see? Because I figured probably they had heard Brown Bear, because it's pretty standard pre-K, kindergarten, first grade kind of literature. So I wanted to hear some of the other ones, and this one, the animals are a little more exotic. So you got water buffalo and spider monkeys and macaroni penguins. So rather than just having just the regular old foresty animals.
Yep. Crazy animals. I like it.
I know. So, the Elephant Piggy books are kind of a more recent discovery to me, which are Mo Williams books, and so are the Penguin books, which I'm really sad that I didn't know about these sooner. My own child actually showed these to me. And they're just kind of dialogue back and forth between the 2 characters, but super funny and super simplistic, and kids pick up on it really quick, and then they can pretend to read it themselves.
And my foster daughter did exactly that. She only picked up the book 2 days ago, but now, today, she can sit down with this book. It says, A Big Guy Took My Ball. She sits down and says, A big guy took my ball. And so she knows how to read. Well, she doesn't, but she just knows
But she knows the page that says, A big
guy
took my ball.
Which is super cool.
Like she's reading it.
Yep, so. And that's really important.
And then the David Shannon books are super fun.
So
kids know
cute.
All the No David books. He's just he gets into trouble. And tells them no, and he runs down the street naked, and kids think it's really funny. But this Too Many Toys is my favorite David Shannon book because it's very much for the parents. Because it's about this kid who has too many toys because he has toys from everyone, and his mom is usually wanting to go through the process of, like, you know, sort of decluttering and simplifying and getting rid of
Which
some
mom
toys.
doesn't want to get rid of toys
Yes.
so much. If you step on Lego one more time,
yes,
freak out.
I mean, he'd actually mentioned that. And he just can hardly get rid of any, and so finally, you know, they kind of go through this whole process, and is, like, just super humorous as a parent who's, like, had many conversations with her husband and her children about how many toys she should get rid of.
I know. She was reading this book to my foster daughter, and I just got sucked in, and I stared at her reading it the whole time. I felt like I was a kid.
Super fun.
This is so cute.
Yeah, you can also get it on CD. It's really fun to hear the author read it.
Oh, fun.
It's very fun. Like, the first time I heard the author read it, and made it really fun for me.
Yeah.
So, anyway. And then I don't have any other books actually with me, but another author that I would really mention would be Kevin Henkes. And some people say Kevin Henkes. I think it's Kevin Henkes, but he does, like, Chrysanthemum and Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. All these books, they're super cute. They usually have a little mouse girl in them. They're super cute and super fun and kind of, like, have some social skill things. They're super good for younger kids. Like, all my students always love them. So
that's awesome. Thank you, Mandy. I really appreciate it because, like, you want those kids to stay engaged, and it's hard to keep kids engaged because there's so much else going on. But anyways, I think that's all we have time for. All our kids are in the house. We have 9 children here right now, so I'm kind of scared of what the house is doing. So I hope you guys have the best day ever, and we'll see you next time. Bye.